What's up, everybody? It's Alex Wink Michael, and I am finally out of the office today. I apologize for the late uploads. Been a long day. I'm going to shoot a few videos for you. Going to change the plans a little bit. I was going to do the Riot Games video tonight, but I saw something that was a little bit more interesting that kind of just dropped that I wanted to talk with y'all about, see what everybody kind of thought, if there's some excitement around it or if not. I am talking about Valve's new VR headset, the Index. And wanted to know if you all were, genuinely excited about it, or if you kind of thought this is another stinker. I don't know. For me, VR, I couldn't really ever get into it. I had a PSVR. That's probably the worst one to have. I never had like the HTC one or the Oculus Rift, but this one has me a little bit excited because they kind of released a little bit of the tech behind it and how, they've made some pretty substantial improvements. I'm just not sure if VR is where it needs to be commercially to be a big hit. But let's kind of look at what Valve announced today. And this thing's available for pre-order tomorrow. But let's just kind of see what they've put out there. And this article, of course, will be in the description below. But we got the Valve Index. This is via PC Gamer. It's a 220 Hertz plus fidelity first VR headset, and it isn't cheap. Now, from what I understand, the price point actually lands in the middle of the other two setups. Basically, if you were to go all in, get the full comprehensive setup, this is where the Valve Index is. It's right in the middle. But here it is. The full package, the headset, base stations, and controls will set you back $1,000. So it's at $1,000. And they actually do a price comparison in this article, but here we go. Valve's new VR system has been unveiled. The Valve Index headset and Index controllers, formerly called Knuckles controllers, will be available for pre-order starting tomorrow, and they will begin shipping July 1st. By itself, the headset will go for $499 with the two base stations, which you'll need, unless you've already have like the HTC Vive setup, as well as new controllers. A full Valve Index kit will set you back $999. However, it goes on to say that the HTC Vive is only, or Vive, I don't know how to say that, I probably should, is around $1,400 for the whole setup. And I believe the other one is like $800, the Oculus Rift. Goes on down here to get into some of the specs. 1440 by 1600 resolution per eye. That's the same as the Vive Pro. Another factor to sharpness, custom full RGB LCD display, 50% more sub-pixels than OLED. High geometric stability, optical canting, which balances inner and outer field of vision, and software that ensures devs won't have to worry about it. 120 hertz refresh rate with an experimental 144 hertz mode. That's insane. That's nasty. This thing looks awesome. So basically says, goes on to say, in short, Valve is all in on fidelity, at least as all in as it can be without making the Index even more expensive than it already is. We haven't tested one yet, so we can't back up the subjective claims. But the first customers are likely to be enthusiastic and wealthy Vive owners, so all will be put to the test soon. Valve says that minimalizing the screen door effect, that is, perceiving pixels due to them being inches from your eyeballs, comes down to more than just resolution. Its custom display provides great fill, says the company, which provides minimal screen dooring. This is illustrated in the slide below. They go on to kind of do a comparison of a typical OLED and then the Index HMD. Which it obviously does look like, there is more of like a fill factor. I'm not a engineer or scientist here, but from what they're explaining is this is going to give you a lot crisper and clearer, vision and the way you perceive the image. It's going to be a lot more crystal clear. And I think that's really cool. They go into some other tech nonsense, but they say the comfort is emphasized. Geometry's targeting 95% of adult heads. I don't know. I feel like that should be a gimme. And it says the headset is designed to fit most glasses. And he said there's obviously always exceptions. And then if the controllers, these things look sick. I mean, these controllers are awesome looking. I wish they had some more pictures of them. But, I mean, man, these things are nasty. But the question of the moment is what's going to happen for games? What are we talking about here? So we got a brand new headset. What are they going to do about games? They actually are working on 3 games. Sounds like one's a flagship game is what they've said. And they've also said that all of the Steam VR back catalog is going to work with this headset. And then it also says backward compatibility is a theme in the announcement. The new base stations will also work with HTC and the Valve Index and Index controllers will also work with older base stations for their older VR kit. So, yeah, I mean, I just think that this thing has a lot of potential, I think is the word I'm looking for. These are available for pre-order tomorrow, like I said, and it will ship July 1st. They didn't announce anything about the games. It goes on to say, as for games, we didn't hear anything about the 3 big VR games Valve has been working on, except there's a, quote, flagship Valve VR game coming out later this year. The Index will work with any game built on Steam VR platform and any other games that can be hacked to work with Steam VR. So, I am genuinely interested in this product. I don't want to say I'm really excited about it yet, but I am genuinely interested to see what it does. The thing about it is, I mean, Valve is pretty proud of this. I could tell just from like the announcements and stuff. As stuff starts to roll out, I really and sincerely hope that they don't think that this is going to be able to effectively combat like a game store war. Like, oh, look, we have VR. Nobody cares. There's a very select few people that care, I should say. I don't think VR is a mass market console yet, and it won't be. It's not going to be for a while until it becomes to the same quality or the same type of immersion as a standard just sitting on your couch. It's got to be as convenient as that immersion. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's got to be convenient. Right now, it's not very convenient. It's awesome, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of potential and a lot of capabilities with it, but I think convenience, accessibility, price, those factors go into the fact as to why it's not as widely popular as it could be. But I am interested to know what you guys think. Please comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited about this, or is this just another VR headset that no one's going to buy and won't have any games? But yeah, let me know what you think, because I'm genuinely interested to kind of just get a public opinion, what the general consensus with really VR is. I've never really been that interested in it, but at the same time, this looks like this could have some really cool potential, especially in the controllers. I wish they showed a better picture. Those things look insane. But just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support and everything. That's going to be it for this video. Appreciate all the likes, the subscribers. You can follow me on Twitter. I frequently update there on what I have going on and kind of everything that's happening. Like I said, I'll be shooting quite a few videos, so bear with me on that. But again, thank you guys so much for everything, and I will see you all on the next one.